Growing numbers of companies are moving their businesses online in order to adapt to the increasing demands for goods and services available via the internet. Due to the years of recession and shrinking disposable income, consumers look for ways to save money and time. The swelling pool of online retailers offers not only the comfort of your room as your shopping environment and a 24/7, 365 days a year access, but also a huge variety of products to compare and choose from. E-retailers often have lower prices and better deals. Moreover, shopping online saves time and eliminates traveling costs, whether it's public transport or fuel and parking expenses. From a retailer's perspective, e-commerce most importantly overcomes geographical limitations and reduces staffing costs due to the highly automated operational processes. Furthermore, an e-commerce business does not need the prime location, resulting in even lower operational costs. However, given the rapid pace of change and the intensity of competition, retailers will need to move away from the long-term planning cycles and towards adaptive strategy setting. As this report will show, W. Smith does have issues in this area that should be addressed.
WH Smith is one of Britain's leading retailers. Established in 1972, the company has two business divisions, the travel and the high street. However, the high street differs from the travel. The travel can be located in hospitals, bus stations, railways, and workplaces. Both the high street and the travel sell a range of magazines, books, newspapers, and stationery. WH Smith has 673 travel stores and 651 high street stores, an additional 94 internationally. Since 2008, WH Smith has seen a decline in their revenues. However, they have seen an increase in their profits. This could be down to the cost-cutting strategies they seem to be using. That the 2012 annual report indicates the travel store has an increase of 11%, going from 67 million to 63 million. The high street store has indicated they've had an increase of 4%, going from 52 million to 54 million. Their share prices has also indicated an uprise. In the last 2 years, they have doubled, going from £5 per share to £9.60 per share. This could be down to the attractive dividend policy in which WH Smith provide for their shareholders. WH Smith aims to become Britain's most popular stationery, newsagent and booksellers. However, most businesses undergoing digital transformation, it is crucial that WH Smith creates a competitive digital strategy in order for them to stay competitive in the market. More travel divisions are being created in order for WH Smith to create value for their shareholders. They're creating these travel divisions in the UK as well as internationally. The High Street division is more focused on the basic retail activities such as cutting costs, margins and opening stores in unserved catchments.
W. Smith operates in a global environment. Because of this, political policies will change from country to country. For example, the UK emphasises that all companies should recruit from a wide background, which the company does. It's got old workers, elderly workers, skilled workers and a high level of students. One environmental factor that's affecting all companies is the economy, which has been very unstable since the recession and is still unstable. Companies have no control over the economy, but they can find ways to minimise the impact. The economy factors have affected demand, cost and prices. For example, there's high unemployment, demand is reduced, low disposable income, meaning that people don't have enough money to spend. So they're opting for companies such as Amazon, eBay and Tesco's, who are able to give them products at lower prices. W. Smith as a company has to continuously find ways to make their prices lower and reduce the impact of introduce the economic impacts. Other factors that companies concentrate on is social trends. People are shopping more and more online. In order to stay competitive, companies such as Amazon have done this. They've made their online stores more appealing, more attractive to consumers, which is something companies such as W. Smith have to consider. Other factors that can boost, social factors that can boost sales is high level of immigrants. There's more and more immigrants into the UK, so cultural best products will increase sales. Technology is one of the major drives for companies if a company wants to strive in this environment, they have to concentrate on the technological aspects of their businesses. For example, in the book selling industry, Amazon have introduced a device known as Kindle, which is an e-book reader. In order to stay competitive, WH Smith partnered with Kobo, which is an e-book reader service provider. No companies can ignore the advantages that technology brings to consumers, such as increased efficiency.
WH Smith, Waterstones, Blackwells and Foils account for 70% of the industry's revenue. However, the expanse of existing competition threatens WH Smith's position. IBISWorld claims supermarkets and department stores are the culprits in the industry's decline. Aggressive technology markets also create competition by substituting books with tablets, smartphones, and e-readers, thus increasing the role of e-retailers such as Amazon. There are high barriers to entry in the bookselling industry, making it less attractive to newcomers. With the industry's top players using economies of scale, new entrants may find it hard to control their costs and lack the ability to compete on price. Publishers are also unlikely to rely on a small newcomer to sell their books when they have established relationships with bookselling giants. Being a traditional and well-known brand name, WH Smith has a loyal customer base as well as high visibility on the high street, helping to attract new customers. The ebook industry also has a dominant force, Amazon, making it hard to compete in not only for newcomers, but also for traditional booksellers such as WH Smith. As e-readers and e-books replace physical books, WH Smith is losing business to e-retailers. Wider range, lower prices, and immediate download are all appealing factors. The availability and increasing popularity of portable devices with internet access that provide consumers with alternative forms of entertainment, as well as reading an e-book, again reduces book demand. According to the Telescope report, 11% of UK households now own a tablet device, and the numbers are set to increase. Retailers have no choice but to compete on price in order to win over customers in a highly competitive environment. For example, Amazon not only has a wide range of ebooks, but also sells new and used paperback books at competitive prices. Also, most items sold at WH Smith can be found in high street supermarkets for customer convenience, yet at WH Smith's disadvantage. There are over 727 publishers in the UK, along with many wholesale distributors from whom WH Smith can purchase books. Publishers determine their own prices that they supply books at and also have control over the distribution of titles. However, having one of the biggest market shares, WH Smith has the marketing tools and distribution channels that publishers need, giving them the power to negotiate.
Since the former CEO, Kate Swan, embarked on a mission to cut costs starting in 2003, WH Smith has been operating a clear cost leadership strategy. The High Street division posted a 6% drop in like-for-like sales, but squeezed out a 4% increase in trading profits to 54 million. The division has saved 18 million over the last year alone, with an additional 22 million of cost cuts planned for the next 3 years. Cutting costs helps the business achieve higher product value and makes profits even in harsh economic conditions. In addition, WH Smith has announced plans for another 50 million share buybacks, which will save cost in the long run as a low share of profits will need to be paid as dividends. WH Smith also sets competitive prices compared to smaller bookstores, as taking advantage of economies of scale allows the business to control operational costs better than smaller businesses. While the company lacks action in the technology field comparing to other booksellers, it does however focus on differentiation through the expansion of the travel business, not only in the UK but also internationally. This brings good returns as well as allowing the company to dominate the market.
It's hard to figure out that WH Smith is a well-established retailer in the market. However, there's some things that they should improve. I think their strategy needs some changing to do.
Most definitely.
So a couple of things that I figured out to start with, I think they should downsize their high street market. They have lots of stores and they're really big, so they pay a lot of rent and other costs as well as hiring staff and things like that. They increase the cost of running the business. As well as utilizing the online retailing. They have a lot of space to improve in that area, which would obviously cut down costs as well. If you have a large warehouse instead of 10 stores, that would cut down a lot of rent and staff costs. What about you, Lynn? What did you find?
From the research that I conducted, one thing that stood out to me was the mentor report on ebooks. It basically says booksellers should have an incentive, a motive for people to come back and visit the store. And one thing that WH Smith could do, book signings, when a big book is coming out, have the author come to the store, that will bring people in, what happens. And other things could be like, and that would generate profit. More people come, obviously visit the store, that's what they need.
Sure.
Not just concentrate online, but also increase the high street sales somehow. And other thing, I think their main weakness is the marketing and advertising. Because as we found out, there's a Kobo, which is similar to Kindle, and W. Smith have a partnership with this. But from the research we did, no one really knows what the Kobo is. So it'd be good for them to market and advertise that and increase their marketing. I think that's something they should look into. What about you, Ben? Have you found anything?
Yeah, I've been able to find that at current, WH Smith take 3 to 4 weeks to deliver to their customers,
Really?
which is quite unacceptable.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's quite unacceptable in a society where everybody wants everything right away.
Yeah.
At the moment, Amazon, they actually have a 2 to 3 days delivery time. They give you that option, even though they also do have a few weeks delivery time. They do give you the option to be able to receive your items 3 to 2 days. Also, WH Smith, they failed to recognise the potential that the ebook market has. The prediction at the moment is a 60% growth in online retailing through smartphone. It indicates that quite a lot of people
They want easy access.
they want easy access to be able to read their books and just
with a portable device.
with a portable device. Yeah.